You guys have just walked into the sauna as steam rolls its way outwards. It blasts into your guys' face as what you see before you is a sauna with various lights peering in from the ceiling, colors of orange and red and purple. And with that, there is an elevated platform where there's a fire that's broiling, causing a hot tub, almost like a soup pot, if you will, of a bathtub up above on an elevated platform, and swishing through the water, you see a woman, muscular as can be, leaning over the edge of the pool, arm on top of each other's arm, her head just leaning over. She goes, "I'm glad you accepted my invitation, Astrid of the Frostposter dear Moss.
Thank you for inviting me.
Please come in, all of you. Take a seat. Enjoy the sauna."
Okay.
This is unlike any sauna I've heard of. RNA walks in, the steam as it collides with him, his flames start to flicker and spark a little bit.
Nolan wipes the fog off of his glasses and looks all around. A lot more energetic.
Yes. Oh, monastery enjoys a good, exquisite things, and I enjoy this place for myself. We like the finer things. Now, what is it that brings a monk of the Frostposter down here to the bulwark? I simply must know.
Well,
Strange how many times we've told this story, huh?
yeah.
I don't mean
Anyways,
to offend, by any means.
mostly just traveling, passing through. I did come from my home to make a delivery. Things went awry, so to speak. And now I'm here and I need to go to Low. And I've been helping with this gray rot. I've run into these iron hunters who were also tasked with it. And Meredith also came with us and tasked us to vanquish this gray rot. So I'm here right now just getting some R&R after dealing with both of them.
Well, and she turns her back to you for a second as she pulls herself out of the tub where there are two people off behind her. They were giving her these golden grapes, and they have like various towels and whatnot. She grabs one and just dabs her head, throws it over her shoulder as she comes to walk down to meet you on your all level. She has earrings of gold and a necklace of fine silver with a pendant that is gold as well. Her body has several pieces of like gold tattooing into it. It's just illustrious in nature, almost like exaggerative to display wealth. As she takes her steps down the stairs, she's very, very tight, like elegant with it, but also firm. And as she walks down, she goes, all right. So that's what you're working on. But what is it you want down here?" And she starts to walk her way up to you.
I heard this was a monastery. Quite frankly, not a monastery I'm used to, but I just came here for meditation. I got what I came for.
She leans in, stepping up to you. She's much smaller than you, but nonetheless, she still has a strong stature to herself, as she is a human. And she looks up at you and she goes, "No, you don't strike me as someone who's gotten what they want from this place." She kind of leans in over you just a little bit, or like, what is it that you want from here?
I'm just passing through, but well, there's this mount. His name is Burton. I don't know if that's the answer you're looking for. I like Burton. He's pretty cool.
There's a flicker of
but I don't think that's what you're looking for.
There's a flicker of key in one of her eyes. You can see her almost completely black, like pupils and irises, flicker with just a touch of gold as she looks at you and she goes, "That's superficial. I don't think you know. I'm glad you visited us, Astrid, I have a proposition for you. One that you can choose to decline if you would like. Would you care to hear it?
Oh, sure.
I happen to run this monastery, as you might know, and my name is Samsar. I have a few acolytes, trainees, students, if you will. And I think that you could bring great value to their exploits if you wouldn't mind a sparring match. She sits down next to Nolan and gets a little bit too close to you as she starts to wrap some of herself in a towel and like kind of leans her way onto you a little bit.
Nolan's been trying to like not and directly look at her this entire time, being a little bit sheepish about like her still being sort of in the nude in front of him, and he was gonna try and make like an insight check on her words.
Oh yeah, I was just about to do that as well.
Please roll an insight check.
Like, trying to derive like motives,
Both of us?
intentions from this.
Yeah, both of you. And Nolan,
That's a natural. Oh, that's a natural 20.
natural
26.
20.
Oh, that was a 10 for me.
10. She's hard to read. This is a very strange person. Like, you've not met a person of this style, Astrid. And
Very
Nolan,
strange
as
request.
you're trying to like listen to the words, kind of not make direct eye contact, she kind of leans into you a little bit further and she goes, "Shy book boy?"
He will try and hide his sheepishness, take his glasses off that are keep fogging over,
Oh, don't
and
insult
look at her. Look at her directly and say, "I'm just wondering what your motives are."
And with your natural 20 insight, and you're making eye contact with her, there's that glint, this time in the other eye, but you can see a glint of like a gold in the black pupils and irises of her eye. There's something she wants. You can tell that for certainty by the way that she's invited Astrid, by the way that she's talking with Astrid, but what it is a little bit unclear. You did just meet this person, but nothing about them strikes you as malicious necessarily, or maybe like ill-intended, but there's something further to some level of her, as her body language is very jarring, to say the least. And she kind of leans into you. You? What do you want?
Nolan again is trying to keep his eyes locked on her face and nothing else, and says, "I'm looking to get justice done."
There's a grin over her face, and both of her eyes have a sparkle of gold in different spots. Not like in the center, like iris, but just center pupil, but like in different parts of her iris. They're like little gold diamonds that flicker. Ooh. You know what you desire. I like that. And she turns to Arne. And you're on fire. And she starts to lean away from you, Nolan, as she steps across the way to you. What brings you here?
As she walks up to RNA, he turns his head away from her and he says, "By the gods, woman, what do you want? Are you here to talk or fuck?"
The Ruby Stays Monastery respects many things. But above all things, they respect desire. They respect knowing what you want and obtaining it. So I'm sorry if I'm a bit much. And if it makes you uncomfortable, and she throws a towel over her midsection and over her body, then by all means, I don't wish to make any guest uncomfortable. But being an object of desire has its powers. And I personally, unlike some of my other students, which is okay, like that power.
The only thing I desire is for you to get to the point.
I've gotten to my point I want Sir Astrid to spar with some of my students. And if anyone would like to join him in your little band, if you're all together, which I assume you are, then all the better. I think this is a good experience, or a good opportunity of experience for my students. To fight monks of different monasteries is a rare occurrence and rare option.
A training experience is all I'm hearing.
Exactly. Of course, this wouldn't be without any reward. You are not the first Goliath to have made it here, though. I bet you already know that by now.
Oh, yes. So many questions I have that will have to be answered at a later time.
Fair. But are you familiar with Martez, then?
Of course.
Well, we have a relic of his. And it seems, according to what I've been told by Meredith, that you're in the look for a robe, if you will. A cloak. He left a cloak with us some time ago. I'll offer that to you as trade for this experience. Simple as that. Would any of you care for wine?
Nolan
I
raises
do
his
not.
eyebrow again and would like to make a insight roll to see if, like, is this really it? Is this the end of it after this?
Yeah.
Wondering if she's gonna quest more after that. An 11, not as good.
An 11. So in terms of if this is it, this does seem like her request outright, but there is a slight bit more of a desire of some sort that leans towards Astrid, though it's unclear of what. But there's something more to this. It's not. It is that they seem to be wanting some kind of spar of some sort, but there might be a bit more to her motive.
An
Simple as
interesting
that.
request. An interesting request, but I doubt you were simply asking a man of Astrid's capabilities to simply teach your students for a day. There's more that you want.
And what would make you think that?
You seem like a woman who doesn't want to waste opportunities.
Well, since I met him, I see a man, or a Goliath, who knows not what he wants. And I have a desire to help him with that. So,
What makes you think that this would help?
you academics, it wouldn't make any sense.
It already doesn't.
The offer stands. Nonetheless, you can enjoy the monastery as you will. I am getting pruny, so you tell me what you want. And she starts to walk off.
Astrid thinks and reflects on his time in Crossroads and how powerless he felt through near about his entire little adventure there. And then his mind goes back to those kids at the orphanage. They have never left his mind since he met them. How he trained in front of them, how the sparkle in their eyes just reminded him of himself as he endured the hardships and the deathly cold of his homeland. To make oneself better through hard work and dedication, that is something he truly enjoys, he thinks to himself. He looks at Samsara. Lady of the house, I'll take you up on your offer.
All right, then. Give me a moment to get dressed. I'll gather my acolytes. 10 minutes, will that do? Collect your friends. and we'll figure out how this will run.
Okay.
And she takes a step off, and following her are two other handmaids and handmaidens who step behind her, who are carrying various types of like one's carrying like a robe, one's carrying like this plate full of golden grapes, things along those lines. They disappear out the room, leaving you guys in the sauna, and all those like spinning lights and colors begin to slow down and stop becoming so much of a strobe as the room sits to a like all the stained glasses flick to a certain rotation, and the room becomes an orangish color.
Astrid will turn around, and you hear the very loud, audible crack and snap of his knuckles. And he cracks his neck. He's like, and he goes, RNA, Nolan, are you with me?
If you would like us to participate in this glorified sparring match, then sure. We'll have to take a rest, I suppose, if you really think this will help you find answers to something. I still don't trust her, though.
And that's totally fine.
Arne scratches at the back of his neck for a moment, and he says, I don't trust her either. She asks far too many questions. But also, fighting humans it's not really something I do. I'd love to join, but I can't see it being any more than an issue.
It seems like something that would be more Arya's alley anyway. Dueling.
Maybe.
If that is your wish, then so be it. I will go ask Arya and Gregory and see what their thoughts are on the matter.
I'll be there, but I'll try and take things easy.
Right.
Remember, it's just sparring. It is okay to fight against your fellow man.
Okay.
And I'll make my way to Arya and Gregory. See what they're up to. Probably no good.
What do they step out to, Arya, Gregory?
Well, imagine this, if you would. Arya's been asking Gregory, what all can he transform into? Gregory, what do you say to that?
And I say to that as I'm tearing apart another lantern. You see, I could turn into anything you want, Arya. I know many creatures.
Can you turn into a crab?
Ah, yes. Actually, there is a limit. Can't be too dangerous. It's hard to control myself when I turn into those. But a crab.
Dangerous?
I could do a crab.
Oh, okay.
No, not at all. I could do a crab. And as Gregory is putting more, explosive dust into his backpack, he then searches in there and pulls out a skull. And not just any kind of skull. It's the outer part of a crab, and he whispers to it, "My friend, lend me your visage." And as he does that, he casts wild shape and turns into a crab right before your eyes.
He says, "My
and
friend,
begins to dance.
lend me your visage," as his body shrinks, his arms fall into a outward size, and then he becomes like almost like all into a quick little like tiny point, and out falls a crab.
How? Where did your clothes go? Where's your backpack? Is it? You can't talk with this, can you?
And Gregory, he doesn't talk, but he with the clickety clacks, he just continues to dance.
You see a crab dancing.
I think Astrid. I think Astrid comes in. Arya has a crab on his head, and he's feeding the crab and himself chocolate. That's the scene.
Yeah, there's a crab picking out chocolate out of Arya's head. Amazing.
Yeah, like
There's
like
lanterns
Ratatouille.
everywhere. Several tens of lanterns are just torn up and shred all throughout the mud bath. Gregory is nowhere to be seen.
Mhm.
I'm sure Astrid can make an assumption as he walks up to Arya. I go, is that Gregory?
Who?
Clickety clack, clickety clack.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah, that's Gregory. Did you
Okay.
know he can turn into a crab?
We
Arya
saw him
walks up
turn
during this.
into a different animal.
Yeah.
I don't know the versatility of a druid, but
Yeah.
I'm sure if they can think of it, they can become it. Also,
During this, RNA walks up and he says, "By the gods, not the crab again."
Clickety clack.
Oh, you've done this before? Okay. I have to remember that.
Hmm.
Well, how'd it go? Well, what did she want, or he, or they?
Met
she
with a noble
and-
woman named Lady Samsara, and she
Samsara.
made a very strange request.
Mm-hmm.
grab your gear. We're training.
Okay, but okay, cool. Too easy.
She requested that her students, who I suppose are also monks, fight and duel in a training sort of match with Astrid, and he has allowed allies.
Oh, really?
You can also
Arne's chosen to sit this
refuse
out.
if you wish to.
Ah,
It is
I'll
strictly
be
up to
joining in
you.
the fight, but I'll try and take it easy.
Oh,
Oh,
probably.
alright.
I'm kind of full of chocolate. I'm a little eepy. You know, I'm a little eepy guy, and also I have a crab on my head, so I guess I'll take it a
Yeah,
little
as
easy.
he say that,
I'm distracted.
I dig myself into his hair and hide.
It's a little painful.
Plenty of space.
Very spiny.
All right, I guess I'll get up and I guess put on some clothes, towel off. Towel off? Is that something they do after a mud bath?
I
That's
guess
the
like
exact reason why Centaur hated the crab too.
Hmm.
Well, I would imagine that if you got too close to this crab, it would boil in its shell, so it probably wouldn't be the best.
Wouldn't last very long.
Best for fire
That's
people,
right,
would
yeah.
it? Mm.
That's what
Wouldn't-
made the crab in the pants prank so bad.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that being really bad. Especially if it was like RNA's pants. RNA, you don't have pants, do you?
He looks. No one looks up and down at his well-dressed outfit.
But it's not.
very obvious suit pants.
But it's not.
on his leg.
But you told us that technically that's you, that's your body, right?
No. What are you on about?
Oh,
It's not his skin.
misremembering
These are
something.
made of fabric.
I think James is
I have
misremembering
underwear
something.
and armor and clothing.
It just doesn't burn.
It just doesn't burn.
I'm pulling out of this one. I think I made a
And we're gonna
oopsie
pull
poopsie.
from that with no like
Did you think
explanation.
these are my legs?
We're gonna pull from that where
think I'm
Arya
naturally
is
pinstriped?
confused about basic clothing, and we're gonna transition. Everyone's going to the sparring match, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
One will be attending, yes.
All right.
Spectating, yes.
What
Yeah,
is
two of us will be spectating.
what is the marching order for those who are not spectating?
I'll be behind
Uh,
Astrid.
Yeah, I guess I'll go
Arne will
first.
Go last.
Arne's last. Arya behind Astrid. Astrid first. Gregory. Are you spectating or are
I
you
will be
fighting?
Spectating.
Spectating.
Yes.
Nolan,
I'm
are you
spectating.
spectating or fighting?
Nolan will spectate, though he may he might pull a funny.
All right.
Mm-mm.
And so with that, as you guys are travel, 15 minutes pass, and someone comes and collects you all,
Mm.
and you guys are brought to deeper within the monastery. And of course, the farther away you get from the entry, the more calm it becomes, the less like grandeur things are about. There's no mud baths. Instead, you start getting closer and closer to like farms that are growing off the walls, apples that look as pristine as one could possibly imagine. There are these oranges, and it's offered to one of you all as you're traveling along. But going farther, they're just bountiful fruits and things along those lines. And as you travel through the gardens, you pass through these big doors into a completely almost different biome as you step into this big sand pit. Nolan and Gregory, you two take a seat where there are these red banisters above you, like these big square red banisters, like a seating area for like watching an audience kind of deal, like a gladiatorial pit of sorts. And the other ones spread out amongst the sands. Standing there is Samsara, and you see then the large man that was there before that you guys had passed through, and then the muscular woman that was blocking the way into the meditation room. Both stand there. And then off and far to the side, there is that butler who is a bit sassy to you all, who led you to Samsara in the first place. He stands there, each one armed, one with a big club with gold pieces of bell within it. That's the larger man. The woman holds 2 swords, and on her back has a 3rd sword sheath, all made of gold. And the one far in the back is an individual with a large bow. And standing in the center of all of them is Samsara, as she calls out to you all. So, the majority of this is no rules. But as these are my acolytes and as we are sparring, no one will be killing anyone. Is that a rule we can all agree upon?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And would only be the 3 of you?
Nervously scratches at his neck again.
Yeah, just the 3 of us. Yep.
Well, can summons be in my stead, and I myself not a participant?
If you are making summons, and you are the originator of said summons, then I will step in as a 4th member to assist my acolytes. Otherwise, and I'm going to move us all over to the battle map.
Battle map. Whoa.
Yay, battle map.
Battle map. The cat's too big. Battle
Cat's too big for the battle map.
map. Cat's too big.
Cat's too big for the battle map.
A big cat.
Why is the cat so big?
Everyone's least favorite character in Sonic Adventures.
That's not the cat.
That's not true. I liked Big, actually, as a kid.
Wait, people didn't like Big?
Big was so
Who didn't
fun.
like Big?
Oh, his level sucked.
Oh,
People
His
just
level
don't
did
seem
suck.
to. He's not a very popular character out of all of them.
A lot of people think that he's,
Not all there.
not all there as well.
Yeah.
I liked him because he was purple.
Froggy.
I remember that real
Yeah,
quick. I
yeah,
remember
honestly,
in the animation they did a while ago for like that Sonic Racing short.
Uh-huh.
Big was trying to win the race and he speeds by and he slowly goes in reverse and looks, and there's like a Eggman robot with a mustache selling Froggy merch on the other side of the road. And he
That's
causes
good.
several crashes because he continually tries to cross the road to get to the merch.
So based for that.
I think Shadow, I think if I'm remembering this right, I think Shadow sees Big and floors it where everyone else tries to break, which is kind of based.
That's kind of good.
Based.
That's pretty
Amazing.
good.
all
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So, the rules are as follows. There will be no killing. And as I see that the teams are balanced, I will not be stepping in myself, though I will be observing the battlefield and walking around it. If any of you two wish to join the fight, you are welcome to, but know that I will be stepping in as well. And with that, do you see that the metal chains that go upon you guys stand in this sand pit with 4 big pillars, with metal chains connecting them all. The metal chains begin to twist and turn and start to rotate, each one moving in a different direction. And a gong, almost seemingly coming from nowhere, hits. I'm gonna have us all roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gregory
this-
and Nolan eating popcorn.
Even
Hey,
our
you guys
spectators or no?
What's up?
I'm rolling Dookie tonight.
I don't think the spectators.
Even the
need to roll
spectators?
initiative.
I don't
Yeah.
Not unless you jump into it. No.
Is this
Okay.
is this a all in all or a 1v1v1v1?
Completely
Well,
undecided and
it's
undetermined. That'll be up to you.
Oh,
It's 2v3 right now, so.
there's the third guy.
I got it.
No, there's the butler back there, and then the lady herself.
No, there's three people. Well, Rose said three.
The lady's
people,
going to
anyways.
join in
No, the lady's not going
if,
to join in
if we.
if someone else joins.
if someone else joins in. But there are three people.
Yeah. Because it's me, Justin, James versus 3.
Yeah, versus
Okay.
no guy with three
think
swords,
that's
and the other guy.
Okay, I didn't think that.
Anyways, I got a
was
7.
Participant.
The butler's not a participant.
That's what
He
I was
is.
talking about.
Yeah.
All
Rose is
right.
the third participant.
And it's a 2v3. Okay.
So what was the question?
I mean,
Who are the participants in this match?
who are all the
player.
participants?
Who's fighting?
7. Who's fighting? So before you see the large man with the bat over his shoulder. He stands in
Yep.
fine wardrobe for a monk.
The guy with three swords, or the girl with three swords, and then the guy with the bow, right?
Yes, the guy with the bow, who also has the outfit of a butler, also has the shawl of the
Okay.
monks as well. And he has a large golden bow that stands almost as tall as him, standing far in the back.
Okay.
I'm saying that we're fighting three people.
Yeah, I was just standing back there where the lady is. Like,
Well, he's
okay.
He's a coward, so.
He's a
Wow.
She did say
coward.
she would be walking around the battlefield.
Mhm.
All right. This will take me a second to get this set up.
No one's holding a giant blue Astrid-themed foam finger.
Yes.
Let's go, Astrid. Let's go.
The spectral arm hand.
Number one, Goliath.
Go
Can we
Lion.
get
That's
that?
actually really good.
Goliath. Yeah.
Number one.
I like that.
Red.
Mm.
All right.
Throw back to the list thing.
That's the other side of it. Number one, ass.
RNA, have you rolled initiative?
Number one ass. Yeah, I got a 14.
You were the weirdest thing. I caught it this time, but you really weren't showing up in initiative. So I got Ashton for a 7, Arya for a 4. Is that accurate?
Yep. And RNA for 14.
I gotta
Yeah, me for 14.
take
did
an
it.
alert for my next feat.
Alert would be cool.
All right. And then I'm going to get her in the initiative as well for her movements. Oh, wow.
Oh wait, is this the image you used?
A 22.
Yeah, that's... How do you know that? Oh, were you watching
fan.
how much I've added the others?
No, you're streaming.
I'm streaming the thing
Yeah.
without the dice, right?
I'm in your
It's
Yeah,
house.
we're seeing the
at the
battle
top.
map. We don't see.
I'm streaming OBS, yeah?
Yeah, I see OBS, and I see.
I'm
the battle
looking
map.
over
I
your
don't see
shoulder.
the combat thing.
How do you
on,
know
I
I
see the
rolled a
combat thing.
22?
It showed it on the map
Lucky guess.
at the top of the stream that I'm watching.
on the stream? It's I
Yeah,
don't
on
see
the
it on the stream. I see it on
I
the
didn't see
battle.
anything on
I
the
see it
stream.
on the battle map that itself.
What?
And when I look at the battle map,
What is happening?
Rose, you're streaming the battle map right now.
Yeah.
yeah, but he's not showing the,
At the very
initiative.
top, no, at the very top, it said 22, and then it went away again. Roll something
You know
else.
what, Rose?
something
What did
else.
you roll? What did you use to roll?
I added some
D&D
Samsara
down?
to the D&D Beyond.
Do it again.
Yeah,
Do it
D&D
again.
I just rolled
Beyond gives
again.
you notification when you roll.
Okay,
It does,
so it
but-
popped up because.
It's
Yeah,
there.
there it
It's
is.
right
Oh,
there.
there,
there
it
it
is.
is.
Okay, yeah, it pops up there. Okay.
At the very top of the
Oh,
battle
Okay,
screen,
got it,
just
got
says-
it, got it, got it.
17
That was
times.
confusing as fuck. Okay, got it, got it, got it.
You
What
didn't
the
describe
fuck?
that it popped up and then went away. You said, "I see the initiative."
No, I said I saw a 22 up there at the top of the stream. And you're like, well, he's not streaming it.
He's not showing the initiative. What are you talking about on the battle map?
Yeah, he's not
You're
showing the
talking about
initiative.
Yeah, that's what we thought you were talking about.
So each
No,
of these
I'm talking about the
squares,
22.
unlike a
okay.
normal battle map,
Which one
each of
did
these
you-
squares
I
are
see what you
actually
guys
10
mean.
feet. So be aware that each movement
Wow.
is actually 10 feet instead of 5 feet, like a normal battle map. As this is a very large sand pit.
10, 20.
Let's see. So first person to move is actually Samsara. It's gonna be 10, 20, 30, and then 40, 10, 20, 30, 40. As she moves up, she dashes down, moves her way through the stand, stands in the middle, and she essentially waves her hand to go. Immediately first is going to be 10. He's going to try to climb. 30. He's going to have to roll an acrobatics check for that, or an athletics check. All right, that's a natural 16. Makes his way on top of the rock, getting 20 feet up into the air, pulls his bow, and he's going to fire at you, Arya.
Okay.
Natural
He
20.
can try. Doesn't hit.
That doesn't
Damn.
Yeah.
Based, honestly.
hit. All right.
Kind of, not gonna lie, it's pretty base.
Pretty base,
it's
pretty
pretty
base.
isn't
It's natural 20. No, doesn't.
Wow,
Doesn't
those
matter
are
for you.
some really lucky
Doesn't.
rolls. Let's see here.
it? He rolled $1 billion and won.
He rolled a
Also,
billion
you
and
should
run
do the
to
22.
start us off nice and slow. That is a
Yeah,
20,
yeah.
a natural 20, and then a 23. Does a 23 hit?
The 20. Yeah, it does hit.
Okay.
Shocker.
That was a 56 hit.
There's a 73.
hit.
So with that, immediately 2 arrows go flying, thing to him, immediately slamming into Arya that deals 16 piercing damage as 2 arrows find your
Ow,
chest
ow.
and your leg. And that's gonna move us on over to Arne.
So mean.
All right. So let's see. Just for clarification, the one right in front, the
Lady
purple, that's the
Samara.
woman.
The purple,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that is Samsara.
Lady Samsara.
Right.
She's not an active participant currently.
Right.
Understood. Can't I? Hold on. Usually there's some kind of name, isn't there?
Usually there's what?
Anyway. No. We're good. You said each of these is 10 feet.
Yes, each of those are 10 feet. Great.
All right, Armand is going to move. What?
Nothing.
Grayson drinking base
What?
tonight, I see.
Oh, God. Hold on. Before I go, what is it?
Look in the
What was it?
chat. Look in the
Perception
Discord.
table?
Look in the
Reception
Discord.
table.
Okay,
Yeah.
actually, kind of. All right, you know what?
He's
Kind of base.
very,
Kind of
very
base.
attractive. We can be here, honest here.
Look, the first time, bam, first time of the session, would. Anyway,
God damn it.
well, RNA wouldn't.
Yeah.
RNA is going to move up 30 feet.
Calm down, you dogs. We gotta run a show here.
RNA is going to move up 30 feet. He's going to be next to Samsara.
All right, 30 feet upwards.
Yeah, just straight up. He's going to be. Wait, where did I go?
Why are you
It disappeared.
invisible? You can't
Is
do that.
open-
I didn't do anything.
No, you're good. I
Okay.
you go sprinting your way forwards 30 feet upwards as Samsara kind of like leans out of the wood, try to leans to get out of your way a little bit.
Yeah, I sprint up there, stop right next to her, and I say, "Don't get in the way." And RNA points his fingers out, and yeah, okay. RNA points his fingers out, and he's going to use produce flame, and he's going to shoot it like a bolt from his fingers
Right. Who are you aiming for?
towards the big man with the club,
Juno. All right.
With
Juno.
Roll to hit.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about a second ago. I think I usually remember there being names under them, and now it's not.
I can get those revealed.
Yeah, it's not showing the
If it's an
name for the
issue,
combat
yeah.
thing. Who?
All right.
What he said.
Natural 20 for 25.
Oh,
Nice. Let's
Damn.
go.
All right.
He's hitting.
You're gonna roll double
Yeah.
the amount of dice you normally would. If you don't know how, I don't know how often you
Oh.
crit.
Oh, I don't crit often, but
I don't think.
Um,
I don't know if you have. Now, if you put your mouse on them, you should get
48.
their names.
I think it already did it for you.
19.
19, yeah.
no,
So 10.
I
did it twice.
might have.
I did it twice there, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it did it
Yeah,
twice.
I did it twice on
19.
purpose because I didn't. 19 two times.
I was
That's
already
19
for
to
it.
10.
Produce flame does
already-
48 naturally.
It's yeah.
Wow.
So that's what it's saying.
I think that's
No,
already.
I think that's
It's
critted.
crit,
I
dude.
think
It's
I think it did that because it
critted.
critted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
it-
yeah. Okay. Cool. I was
Yeah.
confused about that myself. Because I was like, I don't remember that hitting so hard. I was
Yeah.
kept trying to change it to not crit to check, and
Yeah.
then it kept changing it back.
Got you.
At
Yeah.
Got you.
17th
All
level.
of it.
At
Cool.
17th level,
Well-
it'd be 48.
Yeah, I was so
funny
confused for a
thing
second.
is, you got 19 both times, so that's funny.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Arne, do you want to describe that as you go
Wait.
running forwards with the flame?
Yeah, RNA sprints forward next to Samsara, and as he starts to get up close to her, she tries to move out of the way. He says, "Make sure you don't get in the way." And he slides on his knees, points his finger out like it were a gun, and you see a single beam of heat shoot outwards towards Juno, aiming square at his chest.
It hits him square in the chest. His flame ripples over his shoulder. It hits him a bit. Immediately, Samsara looks over with a look of disgust as she goes, "Now you're supposed to be better than that. Dodge next time." She flips her eyes back over
Arne.
to you.
RNA shakes his hand, and the little bit of flame that remains at the end of his fingertips goes out.
Right. Is that the end of your turn?
That will be the end of my turn.
Now.
I was expecting him to like take it and blow it out. This way.
Not
Now.
that tough, it seems.
For us to discuss. What is it you want? You didn't tell me before. And as we're going to move over to Juno's turn as she begins talking to you, Arne.
Well, I already told you. I want you to mind your business.
So secretive. 10, 20, 30. As she's talking, Juno's sprinting forwards. I'm pressing you. You can't go through this life without any clue of what they're here for. What do you plan to be doing with yourself? All right, Juno's going to swing at you. Ooh, not very great. Does an 8 hit?
It does not.
Nice.
RNA
Let's go.
throws his hands out as Juno swings at him.
The club goes
Seeming-
right over.
He stands there with his arms out and he says, "Come on, I was giving that one to you."
And he goes to swing it right back down onto you. That's going to be... That was actually a base 19 to hit. Does 19 hit?
It does hit.
All right. With that, the club is heavy as it weighs down onto you as it slams down, and your feet get pushed into the sands. Are you just going to spend all afternoon telling me, "Oh, I'm not going to tell you"? So boring. And as that swings down, let's see here. That was... I'm testing some new stuff, so I'm going to move a little bit slower than I might normally.
You're good.
That's what it was.
He's calculating the damage multiplier.
It's really hot.
Oh man, he rolled a 1 on his damage, so that's
Base.
5. That's
Oh,
5 damage
let's
as it
go.
comes crashing down into you.
As it slams into
Huge.
RNA and he sinks a little bit into the sand, his flames flicker upwards in a great burst for a moment, and little bits of sand start to turn to glass at his feet. But ultimately, he does not really flinch. And he stands there with the club slammed into his body.
Juno, you can hear
And
like
he
a
turns his head to her
frustrated
and he
huh.
says, he turns to the woman and he says, "If I told you what I really want, I think you'd be disgusted."
Try me. All right, so it's going to move over Juno. It's going to move over from Juno over to Rhea Fawn. As Rhea Fawn is going to move. Oh, excuse that music. As Rhea Fawn's going to move 10, 20, 30. Going to step up to that way and quickly throw. Going to pull out the bow. Now, students, look at your enemies closely. They all start like scanning over, trying to listen to her words. Who hears the trouble? She starts to pull her bow backwards to fire at you, RNA, before she nods her head, and she moves. She goes and uses a key point, and she's going to dash another 10, 20, 30. Pull her bow, flip over to the side, reel it backwards as the gold bow begins to like slightly glow a little bit. Have you heard of Midas, RNA? And she's going to fire her arrow off. Ooh.
More times than you could possibly believe.
Oh. then you're familiar with her weapons. That's going to be 25 to
When he
hit.
turns his head to Samsara, but doesn't say anything. He's got a odd look on his face, a confused one.
Does a 25 hit, Arya?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
You didn't actually say a name.
Sorry, my
Yeah,
bad.
it hits.
I didn't hear you say Arya.
That's on me. That's on me.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
No, you're good. You're good.
Multi-attack.
25 hits.
Okay, so then with that, she pulls her arrow. 2 arrows begin flying their way outwards, both of them finding one hitting the side of your body and the other one hitting up in your upper chest, closer to your lung.
Ow.
Let's see here.
Man's getting riddled with arrows.
You will have 4 arrows, I believe 4 arrows, maybe 3 arrows in you now.
4 hours.
4
Yeah.
arrows have been dealt
4
into you.
arrows sticking in him.
Let's see
Ow.
here. Plus 4. So that 18 damage as 2 more arrows find the side of your body as she focuses you. She quickly throws the bow into the sand as it stands upwards, and she draws 2 of her swords outwards. All right, gonna move you over to Astrid. Your turn.
Seeing that, Gregory,
Okay.
like, trap self just clicky clacks with fear for Arya.
There's just a nervous clacking of a crab. I love it.
I know, riveting,
Kind of-
isn't it? He
kind of is.
stuffed his mouth with popcorn.
Beautiful.
Seeing the 2 that they're dealing with, RNA and Arya, he looks to the distance to Esther. Archers. Always got to be an archer. And I take off and I use a bonus action Step of the Wind.
All right. So how
And
far
I
can you
run
move?
towards 165 feet. I have already calculated it. Yes, I can make it.
All right. So let's see.
I'm doing 1,000 calculations per minute, and they're all wrong.
All right, with that, Astrid, there is a blast of wind as Samsara's eyes kind of grow wide. Juno's also, as you move at an unnatural speed. Do you want to describe that as you take this turn? You get out of Juno's range of attack and immediately make your way up to Esther?
Yes. And as my arms are crossed and I'm scanning the battlefield and the situation, I see RNA take a gigantic club and not get phased. And I've seen Arya be through worse. I have full faith in them. My arms are crossed. I uncross them. And you just see dust and sand in my place as I am dashing and running and moving literally like the wind. And also it says with Step of the Wind, my jump distance is doubled for the turn. I would like to try and roll to jump up to Esther and then do a freaking sky uppercut to him.
All right, roll to hit.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit. Unarmed punch attack. That's a 15 to hit for the first one.
That will unfortunately
Fine.
not hit as he's able to maneuver his way around you.
Okay. Good thing I got another arm. Second attack. Oh, and that's a 12.
A third attack, right? And fourth
Yeah, I
attack.
wish.
No,
Fifth
oh yeah, the
attack.
bonus attack.
Well, if
You already bonus action.
Yeah, he already.
well,
bonused.
I bonus actioned
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
Well, if anything, I just want to land up there with him.
As you're fighting over this space, you guys are currently contesting the same location. I'm going to have you roll an athletics check against his as you're currently fighting over the top of this one spire.
Do I get any help from that because of how tall and big I am, and he has a clunky bow?
Unfortunately, he was there
you
first, so
have
he's actually
advantage?
kind of like you're climbing your way up there. You swing up at him twice
Ooh.
as he dodges you around. It's not going to be
Actually,
that advantage in that situation.
Can I do a funky little thing? Actually, can I take back what I just said? And I want to use a point from Marco's ring to, because that last attack hit. I want to hit the rock instead, and make him come crashing down.
So
Oh.
instead of hitting him, you want to hit the rock.
Yes.
All right.
The floor beneath them.
All right. All right. We can try and work with that. So what part of Marco's ring are you using against that rock?
I'm using one of the 3 Marco ring key points that you told me. I
Yeah,
had.
but Marco's ring gives you several different abilities.
Well, yeah, and I'm using the one to blast it 20 feet away.
Okay, that's what I didn't know. So you're moving the rock. Got it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so with
Yes,
that...
I am destroying the rock under this man.
All right, let's see here. I'm going to roll a con save on the rock, actually. Okay, cool. So with that, you slam the rock as it goes flying 20 feet backwards. I'm actually going to have Esther, as he is a monk, he's going to try to roll to stay on it. Oh, not a good roll. As the rock goes flying back 20 feet, it gets shattered amongst the onto the sand pit here. It goes crashing down as pieces of rock go flittering their way all in different directions. As Esther lands on the ground, he takes no damage as he lands on all like 3-point landing, pulls out his bow, and then starts to try to fight with you melee with it as he grabs onto his arrow. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
You, sir, are quite fast. And he's actually going to grab his arrow and try to stab you with it. Ooh, that's not going to hit. He's going to multi-attack.
With what turn?
It's his turn.
Is it his turn?
Because
It's not his turn.
Esther did not actually take his turn at the beginning of the game at all. Oh wait, yeah, he did. No, never mind, he
That's
did.
not true.
That's
He
true.
shot
him.
He
He
did.
shot
He shot
him.
an arrow.
He
That's
shot
on
him.
me.
The arrows
That's
are
on me. All
Yeah.
right. So with the end of that turn, he
Yeah.
lands down 3-point landing. Arya, it becomes your turn.
Excellent. Well, considering that everyone else has an opponent, it looks like you'll be my opponent. And I start dashing towards the guy to my left. I have 40 movement, so I have enough movement, and try to swing up towards across his chest
All
with
right.
my Schwalward.
She pulls both of her weapons out, her 2 swords. Or she already has them.
I roll a 22 on the first hit.
That'll hit.
And then a 14 on the second hit.
That second one will not hit.
Too easy. That sounds like a plan. For the first hit, I'm going to do the damage, and then I'm also going to Divine Strike. Let's see. So 12 physical damage. Right.
Mhm.
12 divine damage from the Divine Strike, and I'm also going to channel Divinity into my favorite thing and heal myself 2d8 plus 8 points. So that is, what does that say? 11, 19.
All right.
Okay. And so altogether, I say, oh, I guess you're my opponent. I dash towards him, take a step, swing up. My blade whistles in the wind. The first hit goes from his hip up to his shoulder as magical rainbow purples and pinks start cutting through the very wind. My flowers start glowing in the same way, resonating with my strike and healing me. Attack that, and I miss, and I can't win them all.
It clings against the golden blades as gold sparks shower outwards, and as you go, can't win them all. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Samsara,
Just excitement.
Yeah.
No one applauds.
Woo!
hell yeah. Moving us on over to Samsara, she looks at you, Arna, and she goes, well, you're hopeless. And starts to leave over to head to Astrid.
I don't
She
get
walks
anything.
away. As she walks away, RNA rolls his eyes. They're a bit jittery for a moment, but he says, "Fine."
And it's going to be 10, 20, 30, 40 as she dashes over and she starts talking to you, Astrid. So, now that I've got you focused and alone, Monk of the Frost Boasted here, what are you currently doing? Esther, it's going to become Esther's turn as he's swinging he's going to actually use a key point. Or not a quick point, he's going to use his quicken step and he's going to disengage. 10, 20, 30.
Sentinel.
Oh, all right.
Oh.
You have Sentinel now.
Yeah.
I do. I'm gonna roll to hit. Make his movement 0. 16 to hit.
Unfortunately, that will not hit as he does a quick backflip out of the strike. He's gonna move 10. That was 10, 20, 30. Gonna grab his bow, turn his way to aim towards you. As Samsara looks aggressively at him, there's like a glint in her eye as she shakes her head. He stops pulling the bow towards you, turns his body around, tries to aim towards Arya, sees that he can't reach Arya at this point, and fires at RNA. RNA does a 8 hit.
It does not. As the
And
arrow flies towards RNA.
Yeah.
RNA is in the middle of a close combat with Juno. The arrow begins to whiz through the air, and you see RNA's head lean backwards and move out of the way. His eyes, though he has no pupils, you can tell for a moment they focus on the other man. And you can see his eyes start to twitch a little bit. They almost close for a moment, and he just kind of shakes his head uncontrollably.
Sick. Second arrow fires, also missing, heading towards you.
Second arrow, same situation. He moves his head back for the first one. When the second one steps back or flies towards him, he just takes a single step back. The arrow flying between him and Juno, but his focus is solely back on the big man at hand.
There's a frustrated reaction from Esther as he flips his bow back around, grabs it ready, and gets ready for Astrid to assault him a bit further. And he's going to move over to your turn, RNA.
Whoa.
As RNA moves up towards Juno again, the club getting pushed off of his body. You can see RNA start to move forward, not running, but in an aggressive motion. And I'm going to roll for a melee attack.
All right.
Unarmed. Let's see. Does a 15 hit?
Unfortunately, it does not, as Juno's able to block it with his club.
Incredible. All right. Gonna roll for my second and third attacks.
Mm.
Doesn't hit. Does a 22 hit?
That will hit.
Out of the 3 attacks, only one manages to come through. As RNA walks up towards Juno, you can see the flames around his arms begin to flicker for a moment, and he reaches down and puts his hand at the ground. And he raises his hands up, and a big wall of flame appears in front of him, and you can hear from the other side, "There's one thing I can guarantee you, it's that I'll hit a whole lot harder than you will." And you see a punch come through the fire. The first one completely whiffs, just completely whiffs. You can't see the full body. Goes wide of Juno. A second one right past his head, again, doesn't hit. And the third one, hold on. There we go. Wait, no, ignore that. Ignore that completely. Hold on, give me a second. What the fuck? There it is. Okay, sorry, my thing wasn't showing up properly for some reason. I got it now. Yeah. The third punch comes out and it smashes Juno in the gut, the flames dissipating. Once it collides, Arne's body fully steps out of the flame, and you see his mask adorned on his face. The light behind the mask is twitching again, brighter and dimmer and brighter and dimmer. But it doesn't look like he's changed form in any sort of way. And that will be the end of my turn, dealing 7 damage.
All right. Juno gets hit hard in the gut as there's like you can hear he has his mask. You can see like he coughs into it as he tries to shake you off the flaming wall. He's trying to look through it. He looks over to his left. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that was the end of my turn.
And he's going to go 10, 20. Would you like to take your attack opportunity? 30.
Absolutely, I would love to.
All right.
Does a 19 hit?
A 19 will hit. Let's see here. A 19 will hit, but he's going to use his he's going to burn a key point. I want to make sure he can use this. Let's see, as part of... Yeah. He is going to burn a key point, and he's going to parry, unfortunately. So that will block the attack. As you, he's going to add +2 to his AC for one attack, as his reaction, and he's going to block that attack with his weapon as he slams it down, where it's moving your hands out of the way.
As he does, and he moves away, you can see RNA take a step back, and he says, "No, don't leave. You were just getting to the good part."
And with that, he's going to club her. He's going to club you, Arya. This time with the gold part of his weapon, he flips it over where everyone else was. Where he was attacking RNA with the wooden part, he flips it over. There's these several lines of gold that kind of run their way down, and he swings down. Does an 8 hit?
8 does not hit.
All right.
I'm a little distracted looking at this sword guy, and then I hear Tubby here plop, plop, plop with his feet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm already fighting someone, dude. What?
And then the arrow, you see the glint of gold fly over your head as you duck downwards. He swings down a second time as you take a step forwards, and it blasts up the sand from behind you. That's the end of his turn. Moving on over to Rhea Fawn, who's standing on the other side. She's going to swipe at you. She, with her 3 weapons, she sheaths one of the 2 that she has out, reaches over her shoulder, grabs a golden weapon, and takes it out to swing down at you with her 2 weapons. So the first weapon is with the gold weapon. Let's see here. That is a. Does a
94. Wow.
Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit, yes.
All right, that's the golden weapon. The second attack.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Real quick, I would like to use the Curse of the Eyeless as my reaction.
Yeah, give her disadvantage.
All right.
Not quite. Almost. Yeah. She has to roll a 1d6 and subtract the result from her attack roll.
That's a lot better than disadvantage. She got a 1.
I also think I'm going to.
That does match mine now.
I also think I'm going to amplify the curse.
Okay.
Which means it'll continue until the end of her turn, no matter how many attacks she throws.
Yeah, nice.
Just in case.
So with that, how does that flavor as she swings downwards and about to hit Arya with this golden blade?
As RNA sees old big boy start to leave, his attention is focused on the new target of them both, Arya, and he sees the weapon start to come down, and he sees his hands turn a bright purple for a moment, and he reaches out as if he's grabbing something. And you can see the weapon start to slow and halt, and he just whispers. It can be heard even a fair distance away, despite it being a whisper, and he says, No. But yes, she rolls a 1d6, and then you subtract that from the roll.
With that, the golden blade swipes outwards as one of her eyes go completely clouded, and she swings with the other blade. Does this also have a 1d6 negative?
Yep. Every attack for her turn, or until her turn is over.
This one might hit. That's 16 to hit. No, it doesn't. As the other eyes swing, both of her eyes are for a second clouded, and then when she looks at you, you can see the almost reflection of flames in either of her eyes, covering her irises and covering her eyelids, and she's kind of swinging wildly. Astrid, it becomes your turn. Oh, go ahead.
I look over to RNA and I give a thumbs up. Appreciate it.
As you do, RNA does not respond. His intent is not focused on you in the slightest anymore.
Okay. Oh. I thought this was a casual thing. I didn't realize I'd be ganged up on and you pull out your. That's fine. We'll pull out. We'll pop off.
Astrid, your turn.
Okay. Let's see, 10, 20. Okay, obviously. I'm going to walk up to Esther, but menacingly. And as I walk, I don't say anything. I cut my eyes at Samsara, and I will use a key point, and I will summon my arms and my visage.
Ooh.
As nothing is said as I walk towards him, you just hear boom, 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 and you see all my arms like bust out, and then you see the visage blow down so majestically. And I want him to roll a dex save.
He rolled really well in the dex save. He rolled a 27. And he has
well, then he'll
evasion.
take half of this. And then he doesn't take anything. Phenomenal.
The blast of ice, as he leans downwards into a bow, he turns his back in such a way that the arrows actually block like what would hit the back of his neck, and the only thing that gets hit is like his hair with ice as it blasts outwards. He looks back up with you with a big grin and grabs at 2 arrows. He has his bow stowed over his body.
Okay, and then I'm going to roll to hit him. Jesus Christ, I'm rolling so low tonight. That's a 13. I know that misses.
There's a quick dodge by
Second
him.
attack. There's a 24.
Ooh, that one will
Hey.
hit. First hit on Esther.
Phenomenal. Make him roll a con save.
All right.
That's
Let's see.
7 damage.
Ooh, he rolled
14 or higher
a
to
10 on
pass.
his con.
Then he is stunned.
All right. How much damage?
Ooh.
7 damage.
7 damage as you punch him into him. He
And
goes.
he is stunned. He is stunned to the end of my next turn.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
It is. And I look over to Samsara, and I use my visage to speak to only her. I want to root out evil. I want to make those better than what they are. I want nothing more than to save those who need saving. To do right by those who have done right by me. This may seem like a cardinal sin for monks, but I have vengeance I must carry out. My master has done me wrong. He lied. He stole. He tricked. So I will do everything in my power to get my revenge,
There's
whatever it means necessary. I will kill him for good this time. Now, no more distractions.
There's a little bit of a grin over her face. Now that we're starting to speak honestly, we can have a conversation. Is that the end of your turn?
It is.
She uses a legendary action and moves 10 feet towards you. I see a man
Oh.
who's living their life for others. Why? Why not live for yourself? If you know what you want, why are you heading in the wrong direction? And there's a moment.
Because to be a monk is to be selfless, not selfish.
Oh,
There
you're
are people who need help before my own.
boring with it. I expect so much from you.
Fine. Do you want the real answer?
I'm
I
dying
want
for
my brother
it.
back. I want Marco back. And I will move the very earths, and I will kill anything in my path who gets in my way.
There's a massive
Those
grin over her
Damn
face.
mountains took him. Those mountains took my brother from me. And I'm headed to his home to pay my respects. And I seek a way to bring him back. I want my brother back. That's all I've ever wanted.
There's a big grin over her face and a glint of red and gold in her eyes. That's what you want. Aria, it's your turn.
Well, Mr. Arya will try to slash at the 3-sworded person in front of him.
All right.
And try to thunderous smite if given the opportunity. I rolled an 18.
That matches their AC. They're going to use it. They're going to use the reaction to block it with their weapon
Parry.
+2 to AC for that attack.
Understood. I'm going to, realizing that they're using their weapon like that, I'm going to try to hit again with this newfound knowledge. Dirty 20.
That'll hit.
Alrighty. I'm going to put some thunder on my attack. I need. Okay, well, that's a little unfortunate. Oh, that's a little less than fortunate. All right, they take 19 physical damage, 2 thunder damage, and I need them to roll a strength saving throw.
You said 19 physical damage?
No, 9. 9 physical damage.
9 physical damage,
yeah.
2 thunder damage. All right, cool.
So 10 in total.
Yeah. The massive blast, and you said what did it throw?
A strength saving throw.
All right.
They need to beat a
rolled
14.
Ooh, they failed.
All right, they get pushed back. Let's see. They get pushed back 10 feet in that direction as a large, audible thunder strike happens in the area. And Arya says, "You know, nobody's asked me what I want. I'm just saying."
The blast lands on. She hits the ground, starts rolling into the dirt. Someone starts flying their way backwards as Juno's eyes grow wide. She rolls on the floor. Her gold sword, ding, falls into the floor before you, in between you and her.
Also, she's knocked prone.
Yeah. She's like fallen on the floor and rolled, and she's prone.
Mm-hmm. Yes, excellent. And then I'm gonna look over to Juno, smile. I take one space to the right of me. So now I'm directly in front of Juno.
Well played.
In between, Juno's now in between me and RNA. And I say, "Hey, remember when you tried to gang up on me a second ago?"
Behind, he's illuminated. Like you can see Juno, and his outline is illuminated by flame that is growing behind him.
Yeah, but remember, this is casual. I end my turn.
All right, it's gonna become Samsara's turn as she looks over. She sees that Esther's frozen, like stunned. She sees Astrid's finally she's getting somewhere with Astrid, and she places her hand on your shoulder as much as she can and tries to lean in as she gets on her toes to lean in, try to as much as she can. And if there was a way to bring him back, what would you do for it?
Whatever it took. Now move.
By all
Came to
means.
spar.
She gets her hands off of your shoulders. She goes, by all means. And Esther's like looking up with like fear in his eyes from the stun. It becomes Esther's turn. It becomes Arne's turn.
Yeah, and like just real quick, you see Esther, he's laying down from the stun, and all you see is a horrific scene. You see 6 arms clenched with rage. Even the astral arms, like veins, are popping with rage and steam somehow. And the mane almost looked like he doesn't know if it was an optical illusion, but it looked like the mane of the visage of the displacer beast snarled at him and roared a little bit. Astrid is pissed. He's never been this angry before. He's let go. He's going Goliath.
Oh.
For real.
Showing his true nature.
She has gotten under his skin. Even worse than his master.
Her eyes, black and iris black pupil, are almost like full red with a big toothy grin as she sits back and she looks down to Esther with a bit of like little touch of like disgust to it, where she's just kind of enjoying and seeping in every moment of riling you up into this direction that is heading towards her monastery, heading towards like becoming this vessel of desire. Now we're going to move on over to RNA, your turn.
Watching that unfold, Gregory hides behind Nolan.
Just the crab just kind of gets behind, like on your back and shoulder a little bit, Nolan. Great, Nolan. Roll an insight check as you see in the back that like Astrid's like key is changing, and there's a lot of like pressure in that area. This will be a high DC though because you don't know Astrid very well. Hello?
Does he know he's muted?
He might
you're muted if
he
you
might
didn't
not
know
be
that.
here.
Grayson, you're muted.
He might have stepped away.
Grayson.
So we'll scratch that I ever said that.
Yeah.
Moving on over from that to RNA. Your turn.
Aw.
As RNA sees Arya step behind Juno, a great blast of flame comes forth from RNA for a moment. Juno can turn his head slightly, and he sees RNA in the middle of a deep bow, his head looking up at him, his smile protruding even past his mask. And his hands start to catch more and more on fire. And for a moment, you see that his right hand is placed within his own gut, in his own body. His other hand is in his back, and he pulls them out. And his right, his flaming right is now active. And he takes off running towards Juno. Let's see. As he makes it up towards Juno, he's going to try and grapple him.
All right. We're going to be contested athletics or acrobatics, which they're going to use their acrobatics.
Okay.
They rolled a natural 20 for a 28. No, sorry, 27. No, yeah, 28.
It's still beatable. It's still beatable.
No, not quite, unfortunately.
He's got advantage. I'm right behind him. This
I'm
guy's
right.
attack.
Well, I don't think you understand. I don't have a +8 to athletics.
Oh, I hate to see it.
Either way, it was close. I think it was a 24.
Unfortunately, he's just too big to get a good like grapple onto. You know what I'm saying? You still
Yeah.
have your multi-attack.
Yep. As RNA unfortunately fails to grapple him, smile still gets bigger, and he takes a step back and he says, "I think you don't understand. You're supposed to be fighting me." And he'll throw a punch.
As you were grabbing onto him and you're getting that punch ready, he kind of like leans over. He's been focusing on Arya as he flips his shoulder and he goes, "Nuh-uh, not what I was told." And he tries to whip his big club to hit Arya again as you roll your next attack.
Does a 19 hit?
All right, a 19 will hit. And he's not focusing on you, so he can't. He's not gonna. It hasn't been his turn again, so he can't use his parry.
Also, Cameron, you have advantage. Just in
You
case
do have
somebody
advantage if you
attack.
want to try to get that natural 20.
I did completely forget about that. My mistake, fellas.
That's why I took the step here.
Yeah.
I got another.
All
no, I
right.
had a 19 for 25.
bonus,
25. That will hit harder.
Arnie reels his hand back, seeing that Juno's focused completely on Arya, and his smile has turned completely into a frown. And as he pulls his arm back, it opens, and you see a sigil in the center of his palm before he closes his hand again, and it slams Juno in the side. And it doesn't hurt too bad, only 4 damage. However, as a free action, you see flames start to surround Juno's back, around his side, and they start to wrap up in front. And you can hear laughter, though it doesn't originate from RNA, and it just... And you see now that Juno has been branded.
What the fuck?
And he,
Hi,
just a
baby.
faint whisper, he says, "It doesn't matter what you're told. I said you're fighting me. Now turn around."
Ooh, you belong to
Badass.
Aura Daddy now. Ooh,
And that would
he's
be the end
Aura
of his
Daddy's
turn.
now.
on.
Ooh, woo.
I'm not locked in there with
Oh,
you. You're locked in there with me.
So, what does that brand do?
A brand of castigation.
It means that Juno cannot flee. If he tries to hide anywhere, RNA knows where he's at. And if he strikes anybody, this does include RNA, he will take 3 psychic damage as well. Just in general. Or, well, no, I'm
Alright.
sorry. If it's damage to me or a creature within 5 feet of me, He takes 3 psychic damage.
I'm gonna roll a check real quick. Cool. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Juno, who was getting ready to hit you, Arya, like halts with the flame that gets burned into his back. Though he doesn't react from the pain from the flames, but rather his club kind of lowers to his side just a touch as he kind of like is readjusting the weight, and he goes, "What did you just call me?"
As he says that, Arne holds out left arm, right arm, all the way out, and he says, "Please, big boy, hit me."
I'll have you know, my macros are 68% muscle! As he comes flipping around with his club trying to slam into you. He's using the golden natural 20!
Oh,
Hold on.
But he can do it.
He's using the
I
gold
will roll
end.
my old d20 here.
What are you doing?
that's
Hold on.
pretty. That was a
That's-
19 on that d20.
Hold on.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
No one's leaning forward.
What? What's happening?
You're rolling. That's another 19.
Why is he rolling? What's happening?
What are you rolling for?
Oh, nothing. Arne gets hit. Don't worry about it. Arne gets hit.
Okay.
Okay.
With that, he comes whipping around with just an aggression, and he puts key into his weapon as he comes swinging around. This is the most vibrant the weapon goes. He goes from this normal club with gold and pegs in it. The gold begins to glow a harsh amount as the entire club gets hit with a bit of almost this blue flame that kind of enraptures it as he comes swinging around aggressively. Let's see here. It's going to be +4. So that's going to be 13 bludgeoning damage as he comes around and whacks it heavy against your head. He's going to roll for his multi-attack. Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
All right. Flame's still going. It's going to be 14 plus...
Oh, he also takes 3. He takes 3 damage
He takes 3 damage?
Psychic.
from the brand.
All right.
Yeah.
-3.
He's going to take another 3 from this next hit.
Minus
Brand of
another 3.
castigation.
And what you receive from that second attack was 18 bludgeoning damage as he crack as he hits either end into you as hard as he can. And I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
And you can just hear him screaming over the wailing of the hammer.
Wow.
Oof.
I rolled a natural 1.
Oof. You could just hear
Hit me with
over this, him screaming over the crashes of the hammer. Your eye, the head hits you so hard, your vision becomes a bit blurry and fuzzy as he goes, "I work hard on this figure. You think you can make this?" And you're gonna get stunned with a stunning strike here.
All right.
Oh no.
All
Oh,
right.
that's fine with me.
Rhea shakes the sand off of her face, wipes it off, and goes, "Jonah, what are you doing?" And she points her blade at you, not the golden one, because that's in between you and her, Arya. As she points her blade towards Arya, "That one, Juno!" Ah! Just swinging his way forwards as she does a little kick flip upwards, and she has 10, 20, she goes sprinting towards you, free action, grabs the golden blade, swings the golden blade at you, Arya.
No one's going to try and insight this strange,
Well, are they targeting me?
hard focus towards Arya.
Yeah,
Who wants
please
to
do.
insight this? That is a total of 22.
22.
Because I ate too much of their chocolate. Let's be real here.
They brought in Astrid. They seemed to wanted them to train them, but then all of this hard focusing towards Arya. Why on earth? And Juno said doing what he was told. They were told specifically to target Arya. Why on earth would they want to target Arya?
Now, with an insight of 22, it's challenging because all those questions are very valid questions, very good questions. But as you're reading their body language, you are mostly what I could give you is that with their deception of 10, that they are, I can confirm that they are targeting Arya, and they're specifically trying to use these gold weapons. Speaking of which, he hit you with a gold weapon twice, RNA. I apologize, RNA. I need you to roll 2 Constitution saving throws that are unrelated to the stunning strike.
Hey, Rose,
Yeah.
does stunning strike count as magic? As like someone casting magic.
Not casting in the
You
way
can
that
be
can be
stunned.
the way that it can be counter spell, but cast it in the way that the world receives it as magic.
Oh,
use.
Okay.
don't forget, Cameron. You get a +3 to your con saves because you're by
Oh yeah,
Arya.
that's right. You're in Arya.
That's true.
Aura,
That's true.
yeah.
Did you get any below a 10?
Well, with that, the first one was a 19 and the second one was a 10.
All right, dealt it, smelt it, kind of deal here.
You're welcome.
As Arne's hit heavy in the head with that golden club and he's stunned, additionally, on the side of his temple, there is a very evident growing almost plate of gold that has appeared on his where the impact happened on his temple and reaching down to the bottom of his neck, and it is consistently growing. Arne, you are on the first step of being petrified. Now, Nolan, with that information additional onto your insight check, they want Arya petrified, but you don't know why.
Trying to turn him into gold. For what reason? Did they really see him that much of a threat? Or is it for some other reason?
Now, the first strike at you, Arya, was a 14, which I believe misses.
It does miss, yes.
And the second was a 7.
Also misses.
Arya, what do you describe as she's swinging? She's just trying to stab you as best she can with this gold blade, but she's not doing very well at it.
Well, Arya's been thinking this is like a casual little spar thing, and it's like I've been shot a lot, and it seems like they're targeting me. Huh. As he swiftly tries to keep one hand on Juno's shoulder the whole time, but still trying to dodge all the sword swings, jumping over things and moving around, just keeping his arm and his shoulder like on Juno's person. Just so he can be between RNA and Juno.
Yeah.
Keeping his place, you know.
All the while, you can hear Juno screaming various things like, "You think you can have this figure? You try eating 5,000 calories!" And just like swinging aggressively. Astrid, it's your turn. As
Okay.
Samsara, I'll say at the beginning, at the end of Riafon's turn, Samsara is leaning in. She goes, "If you were to join my monastery, there's a way to bring your fallen friend back. But you need not go east. We'd need you to go west." It's your turn, Astrid.
Astrid doesn't even listen. He something snapped. Something has legitimately snapped. And he's pissed. He's breathing and steam is coming out of his nostrils and his mouth of anger. His eyes have been glazed over. He is frost. And he is going to stand over Esther. And he's going to start beating the absolute shit out of him. He's prone too, I assume, right?
He's just stunned, yeah?
Yeah.
He's not prone.
All right. Well. All right, that's fine. And we also say that if you're stunned, you don't get advantage, right? That's what we agreed on.
Say that again.
Or what's? If you're stunned, you don't get advantage.
Yeah, you don't get advantage on stunned
What's
people.
the
We
deal with
found
that?
out.
Okay. Hey.
Esther's still reactive.
strike
He just
1?
can't take an attack.
Damn it. It's an 11. That misses. That's a 24 to hit.
That will hit.
That will hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's 9 damage for that second attack. Bonus action. Burn a key point. Flurry of blows.
Yeah. Can no one
That's a 15. That misses.
Insight this aggression that's coming?
Damn it. And a 14. I guess with that one time that he hit, he is going to use another Marco key point to knock Esther 20 more feet away.
Oh, Jesus! So with that blast, as the fist hits him, it's blue, and all the fists turn red for a second as you slam into him. It cracks over his face as his body goes horizontal for a second in the air as he goes flying 20 feet backwards. Just hits the dirt, slamming his way over. Him being a monk, he kicks his elbow hard into the sand. His body flies up 5 feet into the air as he does a little kick flip, lands on both of his feet and slides backwards into the sand and readies himself for more combat. And Nolan, you wanted to roll an insight check on Astrid with this aggression.
Yep. Insight, the 24. Looking at like, all of a sudden he's swinging a little bit like wider and heavier, maybe even hearing like grunts coming from the other side of the arena. And
oh no, with that visage up, everyone within 600 feet is hearing what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, so you can tell like, oh, he's getting way more aggressive.
Now, Nolan,
Samsara's been talking to them.
You've been trying to piece this puzzle together for a while now. And now you're asking some of the big questions for this scenario. Astrid, his eyes are like bulging. You can see the red veins running its way through. He's off in the distance. I mean, the guy's almost around 100 feet away from you. If I let me double check. He's very far from you. Almost, over 110 feet away from you. And you could see him like breathing heavy, like his arms are flickering between blue and red, and he's wailing onto this opponent. He's acting unlike himself entirely, although you know him not very well. And then you look over to the situation with Arya. They're all focusing Arya. They're all beating on Arya. They're trying to like petrify him. Why is that? What's up with that? And you look at Arne, now stunned and cracked, and you start to piece something together. This is a game of chess. The archer staying so far back, the advantages that the monks of the Frostbolster have with their speed. This is one of the only times that Astrid is completely isolated from everyone else on your party, and now having full one-on-one conversations with Samsara. You start to wonder, looking at the difference between Arya and Arne, who would be the easiest or seemingly the weakest looking one? The guy on fire made of glass, or the relatively normal elf? You'd probably assume the elf. And as you work onto it, you go, why would you add non-monks into a monk sparring contest? And you start to piece these pieces together, and you start to gather with your incredible rolls to point. This might be an elaborate and excessive way to get Astrid into a position where he can be spoken to and manipulated with no input from you all. To target the weaker party member might influence RNA to assist in a combat, like a strategy. But in this scenario, they've gotten Astrid hundreds of feet away from everyone, and now you can see him going wild into another target that seems to be handling Astrid quite well, actually. Like, Esther is the archer, but he's not really getting his ham too rocked. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So all this together, you're starting to gather now the intent of Samsara might be more into almost manipulating and messing with Astrid to a degree, or at least getting him completely isolated away from everyone else. If you have someone being petrified on the sidelines, but you can get Astrid hundreds of feet away from the action, you have essentially a Goliath from the Frostbolster to start talking to. If you're good with your words, you might result in flash over to Astrid, who is just aggressively breathing. His cold breath almost so cold it's like burning the air around him. You can see the red over his shoulders. You can see Esther. He's bleeding, but he's still ready to block more shots. And all the while, Samsara, whose iris and eye is completely black normally, is red as crimson, like a vampire almost. Just kind of smiling and speaking to him, though you cannot hear him from this distance. And with that,
Nolan will lean over to Gregory and say, she's taunting him somehow, trying to drive him on his impulses, influence him. She wants something else from him.
As Nolan says this, Gregory hops from side to side in his crab form with his tiny claw, and he's just pointing at them in that direction. You have a sense that Gregory sees what you're saying.
Yeah.
With his mighty crab eyes.
We'll have a talk with Astrid after this and make sure he doesn't make any devil's bargains that he's going to regret. And then he will continue to cheer them on. Yeah, go on, Astrid, put him in the ground, focus up, Arya, collect those golden weapons.
You just hear Nolan try to cheer on Astrid, and then you just hear onslaughts of blood-curdling screams. You ever heard
Now-
Astrid get this aggressive before?
Nolan, I want you to roll a perception check as Astrid. Is this the end of your turn?
Yes.
Nolan, roll a perception check.
It's a pretty good one, 24.
Nice. Astrid's like taking steps forwards as Samsara's like slightly behind him. You see Samsara's teeth, like her fangs grow a little bit unnaturally long, and her hair get pushed a little bit backwards as like almost like illusionary horns kind of get flickering in as an arcane ability starts to wane. As she speaks to you, Astrid. Now, to return your brother would not be an easy task, though possible. I would only need your word.
No one sees her speaking and having this transformation.
That you would do anything to get him back. And we can call it a deal.
Nolan casts Summon Elemental.
All right. Now, as you're getting the elemental up, RNA, what were you doing?
I would like to make just a note that the staff on the back of Astrid's body begins to furiously vibrate.
Ooh, all right. So several things are happening here, but before either of them, I want to know. I want to know Astrid's immediate reaction when she says, "I only need you to say yes."
Astrid, in the heat of the moment, is so angry that while he does hear these words, he just thinks and ponders for a split second. His mind wanders.
You feel a vibration of a staff.
The callous staff.
Yeah.
The callous staff is vibrating on the back. And without even thinking, the staff unfurls by itself. He will pull out the callous staff. He will look at Samsara. Do not ever interrupt my
You cut out.
They cut out.
And he was, I was like, hey, do not ever interrupt my battle. And he will keep walking towards Esther
You're heading your way
as the
towards
staff wildly vibrates.
the staff unfurled. Where does the elemental appear?
I can cast it 90 feet out. So
90 feet.
yeah, right out there.
All right. I see where. Okay. And
Yeah.
what elemental are you bringing out?
That rock from earlier is going to crack, splinter, and then shatter and reform into a vaguely humanoid form. And he's going to summon a stone elemental.
That's fucking awesome. Let's see here. I'm looking for a stone elemental because I've not had this in preparation because I didn't quite know. Give me 1 second.
You could probably use the golem.
I'll just use the golem for
from
now.
Before. Yeah.
Yep.
Did Astrid's turn just start, by the way?
So Ash's turn has not just started; it actually just ended.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And
That's
as
what I was wondering.
as everything's unfurling, Ash is not able to make any actions. But
That's fine.
from the sands and all the rocks coalesce and grow as a massive stone golem appears, and Samsara's like grin turns into a bit of a frown and frustrated like she has frustrated eyebrows as she looks up to the golem. And at the same time, the staff unfurls. We're gonna move from this event to Arya, and we're gonna get Nolan. I want you to roll initiative. Gregory, if you'd like to roll initiative as well to get into there, that'd be ideal.
So it's my turn?
It is Arya, your turn.
Okay. Well, Arya thinks to himself that it's pretty lame to go up against a guy who's fighting someone else. I do keep one hand on Juno's shoulder, not to hurt him or anything, but just to
Orient
keep
yourself.
my pacing.
Yeah.
As I try to strike the lady with 3 swords again.
All right.
I'm going to swing the first one, an 18.
18.
She can use her reaction, right?
That actually, it has been her turn. She will. Let me roll to see if she has that back. Actually, because I've not rolled to see if she got that back. 5 or 6. She gets back. She does not have. She does not have that back.
Okay.
I want to make sure I heard something right. Did we say that stunned opponents could use reactions?
No, I don't think
Earlier?
they can.
Did I? Okay.
No.
That's what I thought. I didn't think they could, but I thought I heard someone say something like that earlier. But we're good. Okay, good.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just wanting to double check that because it didn't sound right to me.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Of course. So with one hand on Juno, I use his giant, massive calf, well-toned calf, to
Yes!
jump up and try to strike down on my opponent. I deal 12 physical damage and 6 radiant damage for 18 total damage.
Huge slash as it cuts over her chest, and she screams out in pain. She reaches back. You can see that she's bleeding profusely, and she looks up. She's on a death's door as she looks up in fear.
And then I look over to her and her weakened state, and I say, I think I'm gonna take this. I try to grab. I use my other attack to grapple her sword, her gold sword.
I'll roll her a disadvantage against that. Roll an athletics check.
Alrighty. I rolled a 15 for 27.
You
my
yoink that
God.
shit as she goes, take it. And she grabs, she sheathes one of her weapons, and she goes, I'm done, I'm out.
I suggest the thing that you want most is running. And I look over to the sword and I say, hey, RNA, I can help you now.
Arne is
Arnie
like,
does not respond. He does not respond.
a little bit of fluid comes out of Arne's nose.
A little bit of steam comes out of Arne's
Yeah,
nose.
yeah.
And then I
But
think
despite that, the whole time you see Arne getting hit, he still continues to smile, even in his nigh unconscious state.
heck yeah.
Aged RNA.
And then as a bonus action, I harness divine power. I look at this golden sword. I see my reflection. I give a little smile, and I regain 1 spell slot back.
Wow.
And then I have my turn.
Now,
I thought there was something else coming. I thought there was another, and then
I think I can only attack twice, and I used one of my attacks to grapple.
yeah. Now, unbelievably, in every scenario fathomable, would a 0 on initiative be a bad thing?
It depends.
But in this scenario, Nolan rolling a 0 on initiative has resulted him as sneaking his way into this round as it becomes your turn because he rolled a 0 on initiative.
That's great.
That's honestly more impressive than a natural 20.
We gotta work on that.
He rolled a 3 and had a modifier of a negative 3.
Yeah. Natural 0.
That is insane.
For that.
Yeah.
Last, but
I am
get some energy
tempted
for
to give
it.
inspiration, but I will withhold it this time. As Nolan, it becomes.
Bro, you got to. You got to.
I so tempted.
Very
Plus-
impressive.
Give him like a +2 to hit. Let's like
But-
avoid something.
Nolan, your delayed reaction has led up to this moment. You've created your golem. It is your turn.
For my action, I will stay where I am and will maintain focus on Gossamer's new strengthened form, and will
Gossamer!
yeah, and tell him, Gossamer, deal with the devil woman, and it will be his turn. Follows immediately after mine.
There's just this
and do what you do
horrible
best.
stonework
Take
that
out the
happens
trash.
as other stones start to collect onto his legs and onto his body as Gossamer stands with like this gleam of white in his eyes.
He's gonna do a funny little burrow beneath and then shoot up right in front of Samsara. He has a 40-foot burrow speed, and he's gonna make 2 attacks.
Like the Obolos from Monster Hunter.
Yep.
Yo, base monster hunter.
Astrid, the sand erupts behind you as a massive stone golem appears. Samsara quickly is grabbed onto her spear, flips it around into a defensive stance, but the explosion is nothing. Like you were so locked in as it happens, but you hear it as like a muffled like ripple from behind.
This first is a 14, the swing, with the surprise shooting up like Diablos, and then follows up with an 18 with the second swing of his stony fist.
Samsara with ease actually slices through the fist and then blocks off the other attack as she focuses in on like she's just keeping you at bay enough to focus in on Astrid. All I need
Okay.
is for you to say yes. Is that the end of your turn?
That'll be the end of my turn.
Samsara's turn becomes, and she's not using her turn in any aggressive method. As it becomes Esther's turn, but is he still stunned at this time? I don't think he is.
No, I don't think
He is now
should be free, yeah.
unstunned.
All right.
at the end of his turn.
At the end of Astrid's
Yeah.
turn.
At the
He-
end of that.
Quickly,
He's unstunned now. He's unstunned.
he grabs his arrow, reels it back, turns over, and he's starting to back himself up 10 feet to get a shot on Arya before she looks at Esther with an aggressive stance and quickly nods her head towards Nolan in the stands. His bow flips over to you, Nolan, but I believe you are out of range. So let's see.
I'm quite far away.
110. Actually, you may be in range. Let me double check.
If you have
You are well
if it's a
within
long
range.
bow,
Yeah.
yeah. If it's a
Takes
long
10
bow, for
steps
sure.
forwards, backwards, and he's going to fire at you, my friend, as it is a longbow.
Ooh. Because of my sentinel, if he hits, that's within 5 feet. Never mind.
yeah, you
Sentinel
guys
sucks.
get closer.
Technically, your hands have 10 feet.
Yeah, your
range,
hands
so-
do have 10 feet,
Hush.
but
Yeah.
you were right
will that
here,
count then?
and you moved that 5, so you are not, unfortunately, I believe, you are 15 feet away from him. That's why I have you in between
All
these
right.
two lines.
What if also with my staff? I mean, staff's pretty long.
What if,
you know,
what
10
if,
feet, you know what I'm saying?
what if,
I'm afraid not in this instance, no.
What if you?
But that was a good
Wow, okay,
shot.
Matt
I'm gonna
Murray.
be honest with you. That was a really good attempt. Now that was
Yeah,
Nolan,
we out
to
here.
hit you with that first strike with a golden tipped arrow. That is a 21.
You'll just be using these arrows against everybody, huh?
yeah.
They have a
I'm
lot.
maintaining concentration.
And then the second attack, golden tipped as well, because he had the most of them, is a 22.
Yep.
All right. With that, I need you to roll 2 Constitution saving throws.
Yeah. My first one was a success with a 17, and then the second one was 11, and half the damage. I don't know half the damage from that second attack yet.
Why is that half damage?
Because I don't mean the DC for me to beat would be half the damage taken from the second attack.
Got you.
Yep.
Oh, for concentration. I didn't even think about that.
For concentration. Yep, I'm trying to maintain concentration.
Oh,
yep.
I see. My concentration. Okay, yeah. So the first attack was actually a natural 1.
Oh, the other.
So that is a 5 damage from the first arrow, and the second arrow.
Okay.
That was a natural 8, which is max damage plus 4. 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 damage for the second attack.
Okay, those last 2 con saves are against the gold.
All right. Were any of the con saves against the gold lower than 10?
No.
Okay. Did you lose concentration on the golem?
I have not.
2 arrows find one. First one finds your arm. The second one finds your shoulder.
Damage, please?
And there's an attempt of growing gold over your body before you resist it. And you can see Esther kind of just give a silent scoff. This is always harder than it's supposed to be. And
remind me of the damage again, please.
The damage was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plus 5.
Okay. 17 damage.
All
Ouch.
right.
I'm still going though.
He's going to use, well, actually he would, but he now knows Astrid's speed, so he's not going to use a quicken step. So instead, he's going to use the quicken step for a dodge action, and he's going to move 10 feet backwards. So you have disadvantage on attacks on him for Esther. Gregory, your turn. You are
Get in there,
crab.
Gregory.
All right. So Gregory, as a crab, he raises both claws in the air and he runs off this chair. He jumps, does a flip, turns back into Gregory with a green flash.
All right.
And
Let's go,
seeing the
Gregory.
situation, he digs in his bag. And in his bag, he pulls out a kind of a wand looking thing. It's a stick with a circle, and he blows into it, and out comes this black spear that goes. Let me measure it out. Yep, it covers a radius around. What's her name?
Sarah?
Samsara, yes, and cast silence. And so
Sarah.
Now, I will say Samsara is 110 feet away. Can you hit that?
Yeah, 120, baby.
Is it a silence field? What spell are you using?
It's silent,
So
so it'd be a field.
Yeah, it's in the air.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot dome. Yeah.
20-foot dome focused on Samsara, right?
For a duration, no sound can be created or pass through this 20-foot radius spear centered
right.
on a point I choose.
Mm-hmm.
And so she can't cast any verbal component spells.
She can't speak either. So
Can she whisper
Astrid,
sweet nothings to Astrid anymore?
the whole area becomes completely silent, as well as Samsara in that area. All right.
Ari is not tracking.
Because
any of that,
Astrid is
so it's
still,
fine.
because Astrid is still so loud with his visage, you just hear it muffled.
Oh.
Astrid, all you hear is like the thumping of blood in your head as rage has overtaken you.
And then I would like to move. How much was that?
Move.
Was it 20 feet? That was 10. Okay.
Each
Yeah,
square's
I
10
move-
feet.
Yeah, each square's 10.
I'm gonna move to the northeast corner.
Right here?
So, yeah, I max move it and end it there. Yeah.
All right. Then in your turn?
Yes.
Unfortunately, Arne, your turn is not applicable, as it becomes Juno's turn. And Juno is still a little pissed
because
off.
he's stunned.
Yeah, because he's stunned.
yeah.
Stunned, yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Stunning is very unfortunate. He's going to swing back at you, Cameron. That's definitely going to hit. Let's see here.
What's the roll,
He
actually?
rolled a. Sorry, it was a 23. He's still cursed, isn't he?
Okay,
1d6, right?
Well,
the
no,
girl was
that's
cursed.
different.
Yeah.
The girl was cursed. She's not
Yeah,
cursed
we're fine.
anymore. But Arne's feeling a little lucky, and I'm gonna have him re-roll his attack roll, as Arne does have the lucky feat.
Wait, you got the lucky feet?
Oh,
You got the
Arne does have the
You
lucky
got the lucky feet?
I thought that was bad.
I thought that was bad.
Is it banned?
I
don't know.
well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that
I
after
don't
the
know.
session. All right.
I
so
never heard about it.
no, wait, I
Okay.
told you it's fine.
If
It's
not,
fine.
then we can.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I let it ride. We spoke about it. So that was 15 to hit.
Got a really funny story to tell after that.
We
God,
got
it's
a
so
whole
funny.
thing about that, but we'll worry about that later. 15,
Oh,
does that hit?
Okay. All right, guys. 15 meets it.
15 meets it.
So
Are you
Oh,
sure?
16, Cameron.
Your
it's up to
AC
you.
is 16.
Hey, Racy.
Cinderkin form AC is 16. Regular RNA is 15.
So
Oh,
unfortunately,
did
he
you
will
reduce
hit this
form?
attack.
He never changed form.
Oh, okay. I thought I
Got you
saw
right
hybrid
because you've
form
been
attacks in
yep.
there.
I think you. Oh. Yeah.
All right.
He put on his mask, but he didn't transform.
Right.
Okay,
That's exactly
okay,
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The double
Okay,
sheets are
okay.
what makes that a little bit confusing at times. That's all.
Gotcha.
But it's better than spending 10 minutes having to change the sheet to the hybrid form.
No, you're right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's 10 damage of bludgeoning, and he's going to multi-attack into you. That second attack, I believe, will miss. Let's see, 14 to hit.
Yeah, that does miss.
Second attack misses, and that's going to be the end of your stun, and it's going to be Rhea's turn. As Rhea's going to disengage, and they're going to go 10, 20, 30 feet backwards, and they're going to end their turn. Stone Golem. Oh, and
Also-
that's at the end of your turn, isn't it?
Rose, do you mind looking at the Discord for just a moment?
Yes. Let me check.
Just a question. Just a question. If no, then ignore it.
Which one are we talking about?
If no,
Yes.
then ignore.
Okay, wait.
Secret.
That one?
Other one.
If
yeah.
you utilize it, I will.
Secret.
I have some stuff for that, but I don't have
Okay.
it immediately ready to send.
Secrets. Ooh.
Secret. He's got a secret.
All right. So now,
Message.
does the golem work on its own initiative or after your initiative? Nolan.
It goes immediately after mine.
Okay.
So at
So 0.
0.
Got it.
Yep.
So that's going to move us on over to from Rhea to Astrid. It becomes your turn.
Okay. He's going to walk back over to Esther. The Calistaff vibrating violently in his hand.
Calistaff's now
Whisper your
active.
sweet nothings to me, old friend. And I will cast Thunderwave. Please have him roll a con save. 14 or higher to pass.
Ooh.
As that happens, what happens to Calistaff? Does he say anything? Does he do anything at Arn?
I'm sorry. Can you? I actually had something. Can you repeat what you said, Justin?
I said as Astrid is walking to Esther and the staff is vibrating maliciously, he goes, in his blood rage, he goes, whisper your sweet nothings to me, old friend.
For a moment, just a moment, just as it appears and disappears, you see the figure of someone to your left. But much more than the figure you see, you hear them. They point outwards and they say, "These bitches lied to you.
I did.
Liberate them."
With all the power I can muster, old friend.
It's yours for the taking. Do it!
No, take it with pride! And I cast Thunderwave.
Right. What does Esther have to roll?
Con save, 14 or higher to pass.
That is a fail.
Oh, he will take max damage.
Go kaboom.
And as
Now, what's the damage
from
on-
the Thunder Wave, by the way, emits? Just gonna go ahead and say it. It's a very, very familiar sound.
I think it is 2d8, depending on the level that it is casted at.
It's level 1, so it'd be 2d8 thunder damage.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
It's
you just
2d8.
gotta roll
I
it.
believe
I need to
2d8.
write that down.
Yep.
Okay. Dang, that's a terrible roll.
Oof.
That's 4 damage.
4
As you just hear a
They're
massive
forced back even more, though, after the failure.
What, Cameron, do you want to hit us with the Calicat scream?
Motherfucking. I don't know if it'll pick up all the way,
It likes to cut out.
Hearing
unfortunately.
hearing
Yeah.
that, Arya's gonna look over there and like, oh, is he back?
Yeah. it
Oh,
comes out.
never mind. Never mind.
Oh, sadness.
How far
Let's
does
wait for a second.
does that blast him, or does it blast him?
I think it goes
They blast
10
him.
feet.
I think it's
10 or
10
15
feet.
Yeah, I think 10. Yeah, 10
I think
feet.
10 or 15.
His
I think it's
book-
15. It originates 15 feet from them and sends them 10
Right.
feet.
Sends him 10
He
feet.
just
Yeah.
keeps going forward and back and back and
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, he
Yes,
gets
you're gonna-
blasted
he's gonna
backwards
get-
again. His
you're gonna
feet
win by
slide
right
in the
now.
sand. He only took 4 damage as he slides up. He holds his hand up, and you can see for the first time out of a lot. Oh, like Astrid, you're focusing for a second on this character. All of them have been using ki in different ways. And then this particular person, you can see in one of his hands, he raises up almost a like a force field of sorts of a key shield that protects him from the most of the blast. As he slides backwards, he shakes his hands off and there's steam rolling off of it. As he grabs with his teeth and tears off a now burnt up glove, throws the glove to the ground, and he goes, "You're ruining all my nice things today, aren't you, big boy?"
I'm going to ruin your life. And he's going to walk up to him and then bonus action unarmed strike.
Oh yeah, you're gonna run up to him. All
And
right.
that was going to be a Yeah, that's going to be a disadvantage still, right?
Yes, because he's dodging.
Right? Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. It was a 9, so that definitely doesn't hit.
He-
And he's just going to hit the dirt so hard because he whiffed, because he's just throwing haymakers, that a little bit of sand just kind of erupts from the point of contact.
Damn! It
That's
explodes. He jump like Esther jumps up in the up into the air like 6 feet, lands downwards, and he and as he's like dodging you with all these blasts, he goes, "Oh, this pent up rage and power! Why don't you put it to some use? Listen to her!" And he grabs an arrow and like tries to stab it into your arm. It stabs, but it does no damage as you shake it off. Like your stone skin, it just kind of like ricochets off. Some of the blood that like mixes between the tip of the arrow and like your skin is just like this gold color as he's swinging forwards. You could be of so much use.
You'll watch the tears. I will watch the tears well up in your eyes as I rip your throat out.
You are fun.
As Astrid starts to get back up, you hear the voice again, and it says, "Don't listen to them. Don't let them tempt you. Fight like you always do. Keep that composure of yours. Anger makes you weaker. Don't submit to it."
Always did have a way to string the best words together, didn't you, old friend?
Your turn. Yeah?
Sometimes you need to let a little loose.
Actually, at the end of your turn, Astrid, before Arya's turn, Samsara rushes out of the field and moves and appears behind you as her hand kind of like rubs onto your shoulder, Astrid. Like now, her hands have become large, like claws almost of sorts, as the claws like you
Gossamer
like kind
rolls for
of
a punch.
pierce into your shoulder just a touch.
Yeah, Gossamer rolls punch.
Go ahead. Gossamer
roll for punch?
rolls attack of opportunity.
Kia! That's bad. She goes,
Oh no.
continue.
As as she appears behind your shoulder, and her hands now like almost, she's so excited that she can't help it that there's these claws, these talons of sorts that are on your left shoulder as they kind of pierce into your shoulder just a touch, but you can't even feel the pain. The rage is welling. You have these mixtures of thoughts happening, and she goes, "Only one word and your brother will be back. We can get him back together."
She lies, Astrid. You know as well as I do that there is no way to bring someone back. We know that better than anyone.
these two competing voices in his head and one in his ear. Astrid is getting flustered, and he grabs his head, and he just falls to his knees, and he screams with all of his might and his visage, and he just screams out in agony and, Marco, what do I do?
And with that,
I'm not strong enough.
and with that, as Astrid breaks, we'll end tonight's session.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh, boy.
Ooh, wee, mama.
Nice.